Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan podcast brought to you by Tiger Prince Entertainment, TPEnetwork.com. I'm your host, Hank Davis, and my co host is joining me via Skype. He is Alex Cruz. How the heck are you, Alex?
Hey, I am excellent. Ready to talk some Shield business.
Is, is your intro going to be something like Excelsior?
Excelsior! I don't know. I think Uncle Stan would be upset with me if I took his catchphrase, but you know
What?
what? I used it last time, and I'll use it this time. I don't think Uncle Stan would mind.
Awesome. So we were talking just briefly before the show that, hey, we make tons of jokes and stuff, but something that's not funny is hunger and food insecure homes. So TPE Network is putting on a hunger fighting hunger campaign. Inspired to Entertain is the t-shirt. If you buy it, 10% of the net profits go towards fighting hunger. We're going to put on a whole event. If we reach our goal, I'm going to take a pie to the face. I'll take one of those gigantic, what do you call them, whipped cream pies to the face. We'll upload video, audio, pictures, everything. And I just want it to be a really cool event. So if we could please, please, please get everybody's support on this, tweet it, retweet it, Facebook it, whatever. Just head to tpenetwork.com/hunger and for more information on what we're going to do and all of that. But we thank you guys. All right, Alex, we're going to talk a little bit about the San Diego Comic-Con, correct?
Right, yeah, the San Diego Comic-Con was little over a week ago, and of course they had the big Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Panel. And what was really cool about that is that people were speculating a little bit about, well, it's going to be like an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half, and a normal panel at Comic-Con is usually runs around 45 minutes.
Okay.
So everyone was speculating that they were going to show the pilot episode.
Yes, that's what I had heard all over Twitter that they were going to do that.
And of course, that's exactly what they did. They showed the pilot episode.
Why couldn't I be in San Diego that day?
So I try to get all kinds of news and stuff. I had a guy that I collaborated with his podcast in the past. He was there. He does a Disney podcast, and of course, Marvel is owned by Disney, but he was unable to go to this one because, as you know, in order to get into this hall, I think they call it Hall H or something, you have to wait hours to get in there. And so he basically picked and choose what he chose to see, and I guess he got in line for the main Marvel theatrical universe presentation that they were going to have, and so he didn't go to this. But I have run across some people who have gone to it, and all they can say is it's simply spectacular.
Oh no, we missed it.
And we missed it, yeah. But you know what? That's okay.
I would rather see it with everybody else, as far as when everybody else sees it. To be honest with you,
Right, right.
because I don't think I could sit around for 2 more months and be like, oh, I can, keep this all a secret. I just don't know if I could do that.
Well, it looks like what's going to be going on. I don't know if we should do a spoiler alert or some things that were kind of revealed. Now, Kobe Smulders does appear in the pilot in her role as Maria Hill.
I don't think that's a spoiler. I can put the alert in front of that, but I don't think that's a spoiler because I've seen that everywhere.
Okay, good.
I've been seeing it all over the internet. If you get on the internet and you're a fan of S.H.I.E.L.D., you will see that.
Good, good, good. Another thing on there too. I know it was a huge mystery as to what J. August Richards was going to do.
Yeah, what's his character? Do we know?
Okay, they didn't really reveal his name. It sounded like he might have been the source or the kind of like the main gist of this particular episode, because it sounds like to me all this is what this is going to be is kind of like a superhuman X-Files where they go investigate these I guess I can call it a superpower phenomena that's going on across the world, and this character that J. August Richards plays is he has the extremists in him from if you don't know what that is, watch Iron Man 3. So as you can see, it ties in a little bit with the Marvel cinematic universe.
Awesome.
And
I think
so
that's cool.
It ties in that way. And of course, with Kobe Smulders being in there, they're kind of showing how it's going to tie in to this.
Can you answer one thing about her appearance though?
Yeah.
Does she bring the mother with her from How I Met Your Mother finally? Does she bring her on?
You know what? I hope not.
She's a superhero. She must be a superhero. That's why we don't see her on the dang show.
No, they as a sidebar, they showed what the mother looked like at the season finale. And you know what? I'm a diehard fan of this television show of How I Met Your Mother. I love it. It's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. It kind of replaced Friends for me when Friends went off the air, but of course I had to wait a number of years for How I Met Your Mother, and it fits it nicely. But I wasn't impressed. I guess in my mind I was expecting this knockout, and this, I don't know, this I'm not knocking the actress who plays the part, but I don't know.
Underwhelmed, to say the least.
I was extremely underwhelmed. So as I stated about Kobe earlier, she's going to be finishing out this season of How I Met Your Mother, and if S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. gets renewed for a second season, I wouldn't be too surprised to see her in a more active role in the TV series.
Awesome! I'm so excited.
And as we know, she'll be taking an active role in the upcoming movies.
Yep.
I know the next one coming up is Thor, and I'm sure we'll see her in that.
Now, let me ask you this though, before we go too far.
Okay.
The way you've kind of laid out this series, at least the beginning, are we talking like a Marvel version of Heroes?
No, I would say it's a Marvel version.
We're not going to go that. We're not going to go that route of people discovering their powers and abilities and all that kind of stuff, right?
No, because it seemed like to me what Heroes was at the very beginning of the episodes. It was them discovering these powers, and then they kind of learned how to channel the powers, and we kind of see this evolution of them doing this with their powers, kind of controlling their powers, if you will.
So we'll get more of almost like a cop show, but with superheroes, is what we're expecting.
I wouldn't even. Kind of maybe with a slight international spy thing to it, because as we know, I'm pretty darn sure we're going to be seeing Hydra once more, and I'm sure we'll be seeing AIM, which is another anti-S.H.I.E.L.D. Villainous group, if you will.
I guess I'm, why I'm bringing this up is I'm okay with the show being like a, like you kind of described it, an X-Files with superheroes.
Right.
I'm okay with it being like that. I'm just hoping that they don't go the other route that, like the ones I mentioned.
Well, I'm sure it's gonna be a bit more than the way I described it. I'm sure it's gonna be a bit more than just the super powered X-Files. I'm sure. What was good about X-Files? They weren't even about seeing new supernatural phenomena each week, because of course there was this huge conspiracy going on. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see some of that as well in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay, good.
Now,
go ahead.
If I can say this, a lot of people were asking me, was it revealed where Phil Coulson, how he came back alive? And They're going to keep that a mystery for a while.
That's wild that it wasn't revealed in the pilot. Do you think that's a mistake, or do you think that's a
No,
good
I
thing?
don't.
You don't think so?
I don't want to think. I don't think you want to give everything away on the first episode,
Unless it's Falling Skies, right?
unless it's Fallen Sky. Yeah.
Unless it's Falling Skies, then we want to know the dang truth right off the bat. Because you only got 10 episodes. But what else did they reveal? Anything else on that in San
No,
Diego?
it just basically you saw some of the key actors like Mina Wen as Agent Melinda May, and then you saw Brett Dalton as Agent Grant Ward as some of the things they did, and basically you got to learn about the characters and stuff. That very important character development that needs to happen on those first few episodes.
Awesome.
And now I have another kind of newsworthy thing to share with everybody. It has been revealed that Agent Coulson is not going to be in the next Avengers movie.
Oh, okay.
Which,
Is that a spoiler or not a spoiler?
I don't think it's a spoiler because it's been all over the news.
Oh, okay.
So, folks, speculate where you will on this. As we know, we're still kind of in early development. But according to Josh Whedon, and this was revealed at Comic-Con as well, he has no intention of putting Coulson in there simply because, as we know, it's the title is, as of now, is called Avengers: Age of Ultron. So the character Ultron is going to be in there. And according to Whedon himself, I'm going to paraphrase what he said, and he stated that adding the Coulson story in there would be a bit too much for what he has planned.
Wow.
Which I'm kind of pumped for. And to me, it's like, well, is he going to stay dead with the Avengers? And I've seen what's really cool about Comic-Con is that you always have someone with a camera in Comic-Con, so you don't necessarily have to be in Comic-Con to enjoy Comic-Con with all the panels. So I did my buddy did ask some, or he was a member of the press, and they asked questions, and the character who played Captain America, or the actor who played Captain America, I want to say Chris Evans, but I don't think that's his name.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But anyway, some guy asked him, Chris Evans. Yep, I'm right. It was Chris Evans. It is. So someone asked Chris Evans.
Flame.
Yeah. If see, folks, once you're past 40, your memory goes to pot.
No, you're wrong, Alex, because I talked to a doctor and I said, do people start losing their memory when they get, in their 40s? And he said, do you lose your car keys from every now and then or misplace them and stuff? I was like, yeah. He was like, do you know what they're for when you find them? I was like, yeah. He was like, you're fine. I swear to you, that's what he said. You're fine.
That's funny.
He was like, you're fine. You're not losing it.
But anyway, folks, we digress once more. And Chris Evans was asked, okay, so what can you tell us about Agent Coulson back alive? And it's funny, he said, I can't reveal anything, and even if I did know, I wouldn't be able to reveal it anyway, so evidently he's not in the know either.
Oh my gosh, wow.
And so, I'm thinking, I got a theory going on right now, is that indeed, if we go back to the Star Wars, I know I talked to you about this before we went on air. With Star Wars, we have the Star Wars Extended Universe, where all the novels are canon in this extended universe, but they're not necessarily canon in the movie universe, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so I'm kind of thinking this TV show, even though they're seem to be keeping it tight with keeping it in this in the Marvel cinema universe. I'm kind of thinking that this could be the Marvel Cinematic Universe's extended universe, if you will.
I think that's a fantastic idea or a theory, I should say.
See, I don't think the show is going to be canon with what goes on with the movies, even though we are going to see some slight tie-ins with between the movie and the film. But the film universe, I think, is going to be its own separate universe, and then the Agents of Shield is going to kind of piggyback on it, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna like I said, the Marvel cinematic universe isn't going to really recognize what goes on the Shield TV show.
Alex, when is the next Avengers movie? Is it 2015?
2015
So
is the next date.
A lot could happen between now and then to even account for why Coulson wouldn't be in that, right?
Well, yeah, I'm thinking that if
I mean, couldn't he be theoretically? Couldn't he be in another solo character movie, and they explain why he's not gonna, like he's gonna be absent for a while or something along those lines. I don't know.
You know what? I think if anything, if Coulson makes a reappearance in the Marvel movie universe, the best way to do it is, I think, probably to have it as one of those trailer. You know how at the very end of the Marvel movie, after the credits and everything,
yes.
I think if they do something like that in Captain America,
that'd be pretty cool.
The Winter Soldier, that would be pretty cool, and then they could reestablish him in that world again.
That would be awesome.
But I got a feeling that, if they want to do it right, I would explain it in the movie universe, since his death occurred in the movie universe.
Okay.
And I have a sneaking suspicion they might just leave it alone entirely.
And just ignore it like a little kid with their fingers in their ears, like nah.
Yeah, exactly. Even though, us fanboys and fangirls are just kind of chewing at the bit about it, like, come on, what we want to know the scoop,
Yeah,
we want to know.
Yeah, we're really interested in what happened. I mean, it's almost a disservice not to not to even speculate on it. It is almost does us a disservice as fans.
Right.
Well, Alex, anything else that we wanted to talk about this Comic-Con?
No, like I said, there was a lot of news about the Marvel, the upcoming Marvel movie. They introduced the cast to the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Awesome.
And which I thought was really interesting, because that thing that we saw at the end of Avengers with Thanos, the character of Thanos. You know what? It's not going to apply to the next Avengers movie, but it only applies to the next to the upcoming Galaxy, or the Guardians of the Galaxy film.
Really?
Which I'm like, okay, why?
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It does, but it doesn't.
Right, and I'm thinking that, okay, so I think what they're going to do is how they're going to market this film is they're going to kind of call it the Avengers of Space. Because that's kind of what they're doing with the comic book right now. These are the Avengers in outer space. But what's really cool with the comic book right now, what they're doing is they actually have Tony Stark joining them briefly. So as Iron Man.
I thought he hung it up. How do we? Oh, I'm confused. But this is two different mediums, right?
Yeah, it's two different mediums. Now, if they could get Tony Stark or Iron Man to be a member at least for the first movie, just I think that would be brilliant, just to kind of get people in the movie theaters, because right now, if you're a fan of, I know a lot of people who aren't comic book readers, but they love the Marvel films, and so they're going to go watch this. Comic book geeks are going to be watching this.
Definitely.
But is it going to do numbers like the Avengers? I kind of doubt it.
I highly doubt it.
But it's an interesting concept. That's all I can say. I don't say where it's blockbuster like the Avengers. But with that being said, the Wolverine premiered this past weekend. It took top honors, but the studio, I think it was a Fox studio that has that, they had higher expectations out of it domestically.
I could tell just by the trailers that it wasn't going to beat their expectations.
Right. But on an international level, holy cow.
Really?
It hit it out of the ballpark.
Wow. I haven't heard even a good word about the movie from people who have seen it so far.
Yeah, I know my wife wants to see it just because Hugh Jackman's in it, and that's a good enough excuse for me to go see it.
That's awesome.
But no, it did. I think it did like 55 million.
Oh
right
yeah,
around.
It beat my expectations then for opening. I honestly didn't think it was even going to do that. I was very skeptical when I seen those scenes. I was like, come on, man. I don't know. I just, when you talk Wolverine, I just want to see him stabbing people with claws. That's what I want to see.
So this past weekend it was 53 million, and then internationally it was 86 million. So total slightly less than 140 million.
Okay.
Which, that's not bad.
It's respectable.
It is respectable, but I guess what I don't understand about the box office is why they were so critical of saying, oh, the U.S. market is the most important market, and if it doesn't do well, you know what? It did well overseas.
Yeah, it tore it up.
You know what? You guys got your money, so shut up.
Well, Alex, when are we going to come back for another show? Is there anything between now and the premiere that we can discuss?
Let's see. Maybe we can leave it up to the listeners if there's something about the comic you'd like to know, or maybe we could have some listener email or voicemail, and you guys go ahead, ask any questions you want about anything to do with S.H.I.E.L.D, even if it has to do with the movies itself. I'd be more than happy, and I know Hank would be more than happy, both of us, to discuss it with, and just have shows based on that.
That'd be awesome, to be honest with you. Yes.
And I've been rewatching. I started with Iron Man. I'm going right in order, and I'm on Hulk right now. And you know what? The Incredible Hulk. One thing I didn't realize, it ties in directly to the first Captain America movie.
Yes.
Even though Captain America movie was, a couple years away, it's just uncanny, because what's going on is they're getting the super soldier serum. And you know what? I understood what the super soldier serum was, of course, but now having watched Captain America, you're thinking, now I think I would have made Captain America first before the Incredible Hulk, simply because, you know what, if you don't know that in the comic books, you're gonna like, what's going on?
Yeah, true. That is true. But I thought it fit pretty nice, especially like the ice scene where you can see that reflection of that shield,
right,
and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool, because it was kind of a tease, like get ready, get set.
Right.
You're like, oh crap, when is it coming out? Then it was little underwhelming when it came.
And then I'll go into Iron Man 2, which S.H.I.E.L.D has. S.H.I.E.L.D is in most of Iron Man 2, and it's really funny how Agent Coulson in the first Iron Man movie, he's just kind of subtle. Oh, I need to have a meeting with Tony Stark and stuff. Then you see how handy this guy is, and like who is this guy? And then like near at the end of the movie, he says, "Oh, I'm a part of an organization known as S.H.I.E.L.D." And that's when like all of us comic book geeks piped
Water.
up and like, "Ooh, we know what that is."
You're like, how come you didn't have the blue stretch pants outfit on?
Yeah.
That'd have been awesome. Not.
You know what? I don't think that would work.
No. I would not want to see that, to be honest with you.
Right. Now, back in the 60s and 70s, okay. 80s, maybe.
Grown men walking around with a stretchy suit on with a trench coat over it.
You know, I haven't seen the Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. movie with the Hoff. I'm not sure if they wore those suits for that in that movie. I'm gonna have to go back and take a look.
Oh man, you're brave.
So, hey, it's the Hoff. You can't go wrong with David Hasselhoff.
Throw him some cheeseburgers and some Taco Bell, and he'll be all happy, right, when he's drunk.
I have every single German album that he put out. So.
Dude, the one song it's platinum. It's awesome.
I think all of them are. No, I'm kidding. I don't have any of that stuff. I don't want any of that stuff.
I can sing it. I'll sing that song if we get enough support for for our hunger campaign. I will sing "Reach Out" by David Hasselhoff.
Cool.
That song is awesome. I still know the words.
All right. So, if I could ask everyone to support our TPE food campaign.
Yes.
I'm not a stranger to when it comes to pie in the face.
Oh yeah. So
we
double entendre.
I've done some my civilian duty. I've did some fundraising, and the accumulation of that fundraising was indeed a pie to the face. Oof. And there's probably footage of there somewhere out there of that happening to me. So.
Oh man, ouch. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that part, but I will do it for charity. So please, people, please don't overlook this. Don't skip past this. Just help us out with this. We really want TPE Network to give something back, And that's one way we can help is by leveraging our awesome audience. So tpenetwork.com/hunger, please, for more information on that. And please, I want everybody to support this so we can do more things like that in the future,
Yeah, there's a lot of need out there, and we need to step up. Definitely. I'm not talking we as in TP. I'm talking we as a community, society. As a nation.
Yes,
we need to step up.
And I think one of the things that people assume are something like, oh, that'll never happen to me or whatnot. But you'd be surprised how people's lives get turned upside down sometimes, and they just need a little bit of help. And you give them a little bit of help, and then they go help somebody else, and so on and so forth. So,
yeah, pay it forward.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. So please support that. And if you guys want to submit questions or things for the upcoming shows for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan podcast, you can email us at tprfans@yahoo.com. That's tprfans@yahoo.com. Or call the voicemail line. +1 810-309-8445. That's +1 810-309-8445. Regular toll charges do apply. And we also have the little, oh no, I think I disabled it, little speak pipe widget on the side. I'll re-enable it. On the side of the website, if you just go there, you can just record your audio through your headset right from your computer. So I will write myself a note to activate that again. But yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys and get your questions and thoughts and things that you want us to talk about so we can keep doing this show. All right, for Alex Cruz, I'm Hank Davis. Until next time, my friends, we're signing off.
See ya.